Guys, we are in right now a very significant 2-day period that has a lot of energy and a lot of potential to help us direct the course of our future and release things from the past. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. My name is Aubrey. Today is Tuesday, August 10th, 2021, and this is actually a combined report for Tuesday and Wednesday because actually I have some things that I have to do tomorrow that are going to take the entire day, so I won't have time to film my report. But we also have 2 days in a row right now that are really working together with this big destiny and karma and future path and letting go of the past energy infused with this really strong window potential for manifestation. So it's not a bad time to combine these two reports into one. So part one is going to be Tuesday, part two is going to be Wednesday. I'm going to see if I can get through all of this in 33 minutes before my camera shuts off. So let me get started with the energy for Tuesday. Tuesday is a really significant big day, you guys. This is for a couple of reasons. We have two very significant exact aspects that are hitting on Tuesday, and there's a lot going on with these aspects. Number one, we have Mars moving to 8 degrees of Virgo today, setting us up for an exact T-square between Mars and the North and the South nodes. The North and the South nodes rule, the North node rules the future path, the cosmic blueprint, the evolutionary path of our soul, where we're being called to, the direction that we really need to take and go in, the best idea for the greatest fulfillment and development of our soul in this lifetime, according to the karmic path that we've been walking. The South node rules everything that we're good at, everything that we're very comfortable with, everything we have a lot of experience in, and also the things that we sort of need to release and move away from so that we can evolve. Because if we always stay in our comfort zone, doing what we know and doing what we're good at, it removes the opportunity for growth in the direction that the North Node or the cosmic blueprint wants to take us. And so when these 2 points are activated, especially by a big action planet like Mars, it is definitely going to bring up themes relating to both the direction that we're trying to move into and also things that we need to release and let go of so that we can go through that process. And there's 2 things happening in correspondence today. We have Mars moving to the degree of 8 Virgo, and then we also have the North and the South nodes moving degrees to 8 degrees of Gemini and Sagittarius. The North node and the South node actually always move backwards, like the precession of the equinoxes, and also the North and the South nodes, those are what are responsible for making our eclipses. And so the eclipse season that we had in Gemini season back in May and June is also being activated with this as well. So things that came up around then when we had the eclipses, when we had the Mercury squares to Neptune, Mercury retrograde, all of that stuff, a potential for it to be re-triggered and brought up again this week, specifically today, Tuesday, as these aspects take effect. And I want to read you guys, well, first of all, let's talk about the aspect itself, Mars and square to the North and the South node, and change is coming with this. This is going to bring change. Mars is action, makes things happen. Squares also produce tension and conflict to make things happen and make breakthroughs and help progress occur. And with Mars coming into this square, reactivating the eclipses, changes are definitely going to start happening this week with this activation. People are going to start, also, let me read you the degrees before I continue talking about this particular aspect. Let me read you guys the degrees of the Sabian symbols that are being activated by the North and the South node as they move back to 8 degrees of Gemini and Sagittarius for this square, because I feel like it's giving us a lot of information in terms of what Mars is going to be kicking up in people for this square. And for those of you who don't know or who are new to my channel, the Sabian symbols are basically a group of symbols for each and every one of the 360 degrees of the zodiac, and they describe that particular energy, that particular frequency in a picture form so that we have a better idea of the fundamental purpose of the transit that's occurring in terms or context of the overall greater unfolding saga cosmic blueprint. They just give us more information for what is really behind the motivation of the transits. And so today, when the nodes move back to 8 degrees of Sagittarius and Gemini, 8 degrees of Gemini is aroused, and this will be the position of the North Node where we're going. This degree is aroused strikers surround a factory. And 8 degrees of Sagittarius, where the South Node is within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. And so when we think of these 2 degrees in the context of the square to Mars, I feel like people are going to start resisting and revolting against things that are out of alignment with their authentic, like truly and deeply held values and beliefs. Like the degree of the South Node, elements, new belief systems, new values, new morals, new integrities that are a new level of integrity that's beginning to form within people as we're all on this journey back into our original authenticity, and we're coming back into contact with what is truly meaningful and important to us in terms of who we actually are. And these things are developing and cultivating inside of us, just like this degree where the South Node is now. And the degree of the North Node aroused strikers surround a factory. This could definitely, like I said, people resisting or revolting against things that are out of alignment with what they hold deep inside. Okay, so people taking action with this is how I'm reading this. And this is happening individually in our individual lives and also collectively and on the world stage as well. But I think that this transit is going to kick up a lot of motivation and passion and perhaps like anger and aggression to make changes that are in alignment with what is truly deep within, and to let go of things that no longer resonate with these newly formed deep internal values. Because I mean, if you think about it, within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. These are like diamonds and minerals that are forming like deep within the earth under pressure. And it's like we've all been going through so much. We are all really like this process, like forming this new like refined, beautiful soul that's within us, and it's causing us to want to rebel and to revolt now against things that are prohibiting us from moving forward in the direction of the gems that are developing inside of us at this point, the true original authenticity, and aligning us with that genuine, authentic, creative self-expression in this new moon in Leo. So that is a big deal that we have going on today. And then in correspondence with that, like just to give it another boost, we also today have the exact opposition between Mercury in Leo and Jupiter in Aquarius. And Mercury in Leo for this opposition is also in trine to the galactic center. The galactic center is like the God source code place of all the universe, like where the galactic wisdom and like all of that like really divine galactic energy emanates from. And with Mercury in trine and also in opposition with Jupiter, you guys, this is like some really serious hardcore awakening, truth, understanding, awareness, huge information, huge revelations, huge doses of like divine clarity, divine awareness, divine inspiration coming through and opening our eyes to something in like a really big way. Jupiter is retrograde also, so this also is in regards to like our own, like the faith and the trust and the belief and the confidence that we can have in ourselves, gaining a new understanding, an expanded understanding of that as well. So today is just like hyper loaded. It's a very active day, and it's hard to say, you know, how it will work, because it's like all of this expanded awareness and information and truth and clarity that's trying to come through today could be kicking up these frustrations and these conflicts between people in regards to the direction that they want to move to and what they want to move away from. So we have all that, and then even to emphasize all of this even more, we have the moon in Virgo as well. Remember, Mars is in Virgo making this square. It's in mutable signs. Gemini and Sagittarius are opposite each other in mutable signs. Virgo and Pisces are opposite each other in mutable signs. Mars is in Virgo right now making this square between the North and the South Node in Gemini. And we have the moon in Virgo today too, actually sort of wedged right in between Venus and Mars. So this might also bring up themes of relationships today, like sort of in this mix with these energetics as well. And the moon at this placement in Virgo, in correspondence to the square from Mars to the nodes today, and also Mercury opposing Jupiter, will be in a trine to Uranus. And this is another opportunity for awakening and awareness on an emotional level, emotional and internal change being activated with this as well. So today we are in a day of active changes, actively trying to work towards what we want to create in our lives, and simultaneously move away from the things that we need to release that are no longer in alignment with us. But it has to be done, and it's because of this, all of this clarity that we're gaining, all of this truth, all of this awakening. It's like flashes of insight too coming through today, and just like feeling like you had like the wool pulled off your eyes, or whatever that saying is, like just really, and at a very expansive level, getting some understanding today. And people are probably going to be talking a lot today too. This is a very conversational energy, a lot going back and forth, information flying back and forth. Also like a lot of news probably as well, and headlines and stuff like that. And again, with Jupiter retrograde, we really need to look inwards and trust ourselves and our gut instincts about things in relation to information at this point in time. So all of that stuff going on today for Tuesday. This is definitely a very dynamic energy that is really trying to make changes to move us towards our future path. And it could definitely be bringing up some like anger issues or some conflict or some tension, but it's also a really, really good energy to use to constructively work towards, put initiative towards, be motivated and inspired, working towards those goals, those dreams, those visions of the future. And with Venus actually having just made the opposition to Neptune yesterday and still in an opposition today, this is also enhancing our ability to like manifest our ideals through the process of imagination and aligning with that. And it's also very interesting because if you guys watched my new moon in Leo report, which I encourage you to do because it will give you all of the energetics that are happening this month. And you guys, I also did personal readings for the 12 signs for the new moon in Leo cycle. You can check both of those videos out in my description box below. But I noted, because alongside of this new moon in Leo, there's also this Lionsgate energy. There's a time each summer when the star Sirius comes into alignment with the sun in the pyramids in Giza, and it's a very, the star Sirius really represents like pure creative intention ability, like very strong manifestation ability. And in conjunction with the new moon in Leo, this new moon has really been like talked about widely in the astrological community as being like a very strong and powerful energy for manifestation. But in my video, I said that it wasn't until the 11th when this aspect comes exact. And the 11th is tomorrow, and this aspect, this alignment will come exact. And there's other things going on tomorrow that I will talk about in a minute that really show us that tomorrow, it's like we have this activation today that is bringing up these issues and sort of like showing us where we're at in the process of moving towards our goals and moving forward and letting things go from the past, and also bringing us all of this information, all of this awareness, all of this understanding, all of this truth. And then we're moving into Wednesday, which is like just a very, very, very powerful portal for manifestation potential and for creating through your intentions and your visualizations, and using that power of imagination to imprint on the cosmic blueprint in correspondence with the new moon cycle that we're in right now as well. And there's a lot of mental energy emphasized Wednesday as well, talking about the power of our mind in this process. But overall for Tuesday, this might be a more difficult day just because this square, this T-square between Mars and the nodes is exact, but it's also bringing us a lot of blessings. Jupiter brings us blessings, and Jupiter brings us luck. And opposite Mercury, Mercury is the messenger. So this is blessings through messages today in a very expanded way, and we're reflecting upon them with the opposition going on. So, and then again, with the moon in Virgo too, this gaining emotional our emotional change being activated with this as well, like gaining new emotional awareness, becoming more aware of our feelings. It could be relating to relationships, as the moon is wedged in between Venus and Mars, but with the trine to Uranus as well, this could bring up just sort of like these flashes of insight or these epiphanies, or just bringing greater clarity to what is going on an emotional level and how it's either keeping us from moving forward or what we need to begin to align with now in order to move forward down the path that we feel that we're being guided down towards at this point. So that is what we have going on for Tuesday. Now let me move on and talk about Wednesday. And like I said, Wednesday, this is for sure our intention setting day of this lunar cycle. It's like pure creative and pure creative intention energy. First of all, like I said, this is the day that we will be having the closest exact alignment between the sun and Sirius, and this is really triggering that ability to use your mind and your super conscious mind and your subconscious mind, sort of get them to work together on the same page through your imagination, through visualization, and through aligning with your feelings and really truly feeling and embodying the things that you want to have in your life now as if they were already existing, and then like being a container for that as you go forward with your life. And then through that process, you will actually begin to magnetize those things to you in like the most incredible and remarkable ways. And this energy is very strong and very primed today with this lineup. And we also have Mercury is moving into Virgo on Wednesday. This is going to be a shift in the way that our minds are working. We've had Mercury in Leo the past few weeks. Now Mercury is moving to Virgo. Mercury rules Virgo, so information is going to be much clearer, much more detailed, much more straightforward, and much more like practical. Our minds are going to be thinking more practically over the next few weeks as Mercury is in his home sign of Virgo. And we're going to have the moon with Venus for Wednesday. And the moon and Venus, this again gives us a really strong ability to align emotionally with our true value and our true self-worth and our true self-love and our true wishes and our true desires for what can bring us pleasure and joy and relationships and money in life. And so with the moon in a conjunction to Venus in Virgo alongside this Lionsgate alignment, and now that we have Mercury in Virgo, this again is just really speaking to and giving a boost to our ability to use this energy to align with what we truly wish and desire in our lives and begin to imprint that on the cosmic blueprint and really feel it within us, and then just go through life and allow those things to come to you. And we need to definitely stay out of any type of fear with this, because what we fear magnetizes and what we focus on grows. And these are definitely not days where you're going to want to be really focusing on or putting in energy into the things that you're afraid of or the things that you don't want in your life, because it is such powerful manifestation energy. Another thing that we have going on Wednesday is we are going to have Pluto also shifting degrees. Pluto moves like so slowly. So when Pluto's retrograde. So when Pluto shifts degrees right now, or ever, it definitely causes like a subtle underlying shift in things. And Pluto is shifting degrees to 25 degrees of Capricorn on Wednesday. And Venus, for the conjunction with the moon and this Lionsgate activation on Wednesday, is going to be at 25 degrees of Virgo. And Virgo and Capricorn are both earth signs, so this brings Venus and Pluto into an exact trine on this day. And if you guys have been following my work at all, I've been talking a lot about the dynamic that goes on between Venus and Pluto, especially this year. We had Venus in an exact square to Pluto for the new moon. There's been, and Venus right now is on this journey to go and meet Pluto for a conjunction, and then she'll retrograde, she'll conjunct him again, and then she'll go direct and she'll conjunct him a final time. And when she does that in March of 2022, Mars will be at an exact conjunction with Pluto and Venus at the same time. And Venus and Pluto, this dynamic is really about where we give our power and our value and our self-worth away to be dominated and used by other people. For like, it's very innocent though. It's almost in a very naive way, and just wanting to like to help and to assist, but really being like taken advantage of and used and being stripped of all of our power and self-worth. And the square from Venus to Pluto at the new moon told me that this was going to be a year where we are really taking our power back and breaking out and breaking away from anything that has been enslaving our pureness or our beauty or our love or our finances, or what gives our own self-worth and our own self-value in any type of way, and just dominating and overpowering us as like a species, as a collective of humanity. We are really going through the process this year of breaking free and really coming back into our own power and taking back our self-worth, taking back our self-value, realizing the power of our own personal creativity and how we don't need to give our power away in order to use that to create the beautiful and abundant and luxurious and valuable, comfortable, pleasurable life that we really want to have. We can do it on our own. And we're going through this process this year with Venus and Mars meeting Pluto, where it's a realignment, a reintegration of the divine feminine and the divine masculine internally within us. And that is part of this transition into the age of Aquarius. It's like, as individual humans, as humanity, we are all going through this process of reintegration within us that's bringing us back into our own power, our own self-mastery, and our own authenticity, so that we can become independent and we can be into master our own lives, master our realities, and create those Venus themed, comfortable, abundant, beautiful, happy, fulfilling lives without needing to give our power away or be dominated in any type of a way to do it. And so with Venus for today coming into exact trine with Pluto as he moves back a degree, this also tells me that we have a lot of power to manifest what we want on this day. Because the trines, these are beautiful aspects. These are aspects of ease and facilitation, and they make things happen. There's no conflict with these trines. And so, you know, Venus, we know what Venus rules, and Pluto is just all about like the power. And so Venus today, in conjunction with the moon, wanting to bring out our desires and our pleasures and our comforts and just truly give us what we want to be happy and to experience a comfortable, pleasurable life, she's actually getting a boost of power from Pluto today to help manifest that cause and that purpose. And in conjunction with the moon, that expands it even more, especially on an internal feeling level, which is what we need to have in order to go through this process of manifestation. It's very, very much about aligning your feelings and your beliefs and disregarding the current circumstances and just really truly having faith that what you envision and in the power of your ability to attract the things that you truly want and desire in your life if you're really aligned with them on an deep internal level. So that today is also giving on Wednesday is also giving a big boost to this Sirius Sun Lionsgate activation. And like I said, Mercury is also moving into Virgo today. And so this is emphasizing the power of the mind, the power that the mind has in this reality, especially as we're moving into the age of Aquarius, to really bring our dreams into reality and to really create the reality that we see around us. And it's very, very important today that we don't get sucked into the illusion, that we don't get pulled into the screens, because you have to realize, you know, these screens, these images that are projected to us all the time, they're done so that we take that and internalize that and project that outwardly and create that reality through this inherent power that we all have in our minds. And so with this activation today, we are just really being urged to manifest from our heart to the true, creative, authentic self-expression and what we have inside of us. Remember all of the themes of the Leo new moon that we just had, and with this mental energy as well, and with this Venus moon in trine to Pluto, just really telling us that we have the power inside of us to be able to go through this process, and we should be using this because it can really do a lot, especially in the context of yesterday's energy, to move us forward in the direction of the future, the way that we want it to be, the way that we desire it to be, the way that we would love it to be, Venus. Also, the last thing I want to say about Wednesday's energy is the sun is going to be in a trine to the Eris point. The sun will be at 20 degrees of Leo. The Eris point is at 21 degrees of Aries. The Eris point in the zodiac is like this ultimate like break the chains energy, liberation at any cost, a return to integrity and authenticity at any cost. It actually resonates a lot to the Uranian themes that we are moving towards in the age of Aquarius. And when the Eris point is activated, a lot of times it can have an effect of just getting us to want to throw off anything that's hindering us or holding us back, or that we feel enslaved to in any type of a way. So with this sun there in trine, again, the trines are beautiful aspects and things just happen easily. So this process is being facilitated today through these intentions, through this energy, through this portal that we're walking through today. We are actually just, without even trying to, being able to liberate ourselves and return to the true nature of our soul in one way or another. The underlying currency or the underlying current of this energy today is really doing a lot to really inspire us into liberation and inspire us into authenticity for sure. And one last note for this day, for Wednesday, the sun being at 20 degrees of Leo, the Sabian symbol of that degree is American Indians perform a ritual to the sun. And I just feel like this is the most perfect Sabian symbol for this Lionsgate Sirius alignment today, for the Mercury moving into Virgo, the moon and Venus and trine to Pluto, and just all of this really, really strong, creative, imaginative, like intention energy that we have at our disposal today. And the sun is talking about performing a ritual to the sun, and the sun rules what gives us life, what gives us vitality, what makes us feel alive, what makes everything grow and thrive. And that is what we're doing with this energy today, with this activation. It's really, really about being reacquainted with what makes us grow, what makes us thrive, what makes us feel joyful, what makes us feel alive, what makes us really truly just feel inspired about life, and using that to create and, you know, performing a ritual to that. So today is the day, you guys, to set your intentions, to do your rituals, to do, you know, whatever you do to align, to journal, you know, to write what you want your intentions to be or what you want to manifest, any manifestation techniques that you guys use. Today is a really, really wonderful, wonderful energy and day to use them. But remember, it's all about a return to the light. It's all about a return to the sun, and the sun is what makes us grow and thrive. So it's all about a return to what we really need to support the authenticity of our soul and our spirit. So that's what we got, you guys. Tuesday and Wednesday are the big days this week. Very, very much about creating the direction that we want to go in, going into the future, and being able to let go of the things that are holding us back, and really trying not to be sucked into like the anger and the frustration and the conflict that may occur as we're moving to this process, but instead using the Mars energy to constructively work on things, and then using that Lionsgate, Venus, Mercury, Sun energy on Wednesday to really imprint your subconscious mind, your superconscious mind, and the universe with the things that you want to attract in your life going forward. And remember, in alignment with your true, authentic, creative self-expression. So that's what I have for my dual report today, you guys. I hope I was able to provide something of value that can get you through this next couple days in the absolute highest capacity possible. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends if you think they would be interested. Leave me comments. I absolutely love you guys' comments. Ring the bell if you want notifications every time I upload a new video. And you guys, I have a Facebook group and I have a Facebook page if you guys want to come over there and join those as well. And thank you so much for watching. I really, really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm wishing you the most beautiful and blessed manifestation window ever. See you guys on Thursday. Bye.